Hi, everybody. It's been a long time, but we're back. How's everybody doing today? Michael, how are you?
We're gonna ask that question again when we're done with our matches. But as of right now, I feel pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Feel pretty good. Excited to get back to a format that was born and died, not for our sins, but did happen very quickly. And we're gonna see if the resurrection is gonna happen or not. Take a look into Pioneer, see kind of what's going on. So, what do we have on the docket here, John?
I got blue black zombies. They released some cool zombie cards, not least of which was Champion of the Perished, which is the zombie version of one of my favorite cards ever, Champion of the Perished. Cannot believe WotC killed my good boy. But we're gonna play with him and see if he's good with all his zombie friends.
We're gonna find out if WotC said, "Hey John, your boy's not cutting it anymore. We're gonna kill him and see if he can figure it out on the other side of the coin." And we're gonna find out if WotC actually just improved John's favorite card by making it black and changing the best subtype that he appreciated about it.
Yeah. We'll see. Michael, what do you have today?
Yeah, I've got Niv. Just has always been great in Pioneer, and so there really isn't too much to innovate on here. I think there's like a couple of the new lands, and then the one card that we do kind of have a spotlight on is the Moonveil Regent, the almost a dinosaur, the dragon that lets you like pitch your hand when you're casting a bunch of multicolored spells. Not playing too many of them. I think 2 or 3, but yeah, we're gonna take a look at that.
Yeah, maybe it's good.
Yeah. Odd, even. What you want?
I'm gonna call odd.
All right.
Just
sweet.
like always.
You got rolling too? What you doing?
Yeah, sure.
Bam.
Nice.
9. Good work.
All
Also, notice the playmat. I was not at said secret GP. I was being COVID safe.
First mistake.
However, I did have to get one. So we gave John the Dimir mat since he decided to play a bunch of Dimir decks today. And I got to play on the special Pikachu one. So we're going to call that a win for me. Ooh. These new basics are very dark colored. I like it.
This mana already sucks, but we're gonna go with it.
And you're only splashing for 1 card in the main deck, correct?
Yeah.
It's just the new Lord?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, go for it. Do your worst.
Swamp. We're gonna play Dread Wander.
Okay. That enters tap, sir. Yeah. That's what I thought.
I guess I'm not gonna block your 1/1 haste out of your 5 color deck.
Go.
Sure. Never should have added.
Yeah.
We'll play Murktide, Murkwater Pathway. And we'll play a Relentless Dead. We'll attack for 2.
Yeah, 18. Why don't you just move the blue one out of there?
Okay.
Just keep that for now.
Sure.
Cool. Alright. I'm going to play a Plains, and I'm going to play a Sylvan Caryatid.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Fix my mana, provide me a lot of blocking.
Alright, we're gonna play one of these new lands, Shipwreck Marsh.
Ooh.
It's blue and black. It comes into play untapped if I control 2 other lands.
Or more.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And I'll attack for 4.
Okay, I'll block the one that I can.
Yeah.
Because this one has menace. Take 2.
Bit of a decision here. You gotta see if Michael's got a removal spell lined up. So we're gonna play it a little safe and we'll just play another one instead.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Tap. Draw. Alright, so let me read this. I haven't seen this card in some time. When it does, you pay X, return to someone's hand. When it does, you pay X. It's from another target's hand. Oh, okay, sick. So it can revive itself, or if there's another zombie, when it dies, it can revive that other zombie. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Let's see here. I think I'm going to play a Savai Triome.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to pass here.
Alright. Well, I haven't drawn anything super cool yet, so come in.
Yeah.
2 for 6.
Yeah. I'll block the one that I can.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Mortify one of the other ones and just see if I can waste a mana from John's turn this turn.
Yeah, I have wasted 1 mana.
So you are or not paying?
I have not.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'll still take 2 for the other unblocked one.
Okay. Alright, second main we'll play Mutavault. We'll play Diagraph Colossus.
Yep.
And we'll play a Dread Wanderer, trigger the Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
Make a zombie that I had set aside. And it's back to you.
Alright.
Oh, and this came in with a 1/1 counter because there's a zombie in my graveyard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still conveniently dies to Kaya's with a Kaya.
Okay. So lots of decisions. Got all 5 colors. I guess I'm just gonna bring to light for 5.
Okay.
And double check what we have on the list, because I think we have one of these cards that I'm looking for, and it's the only one? Question mark? Maybe? Yeah.
Bummer.
Found it. Alright, so my Caryatid is also gonna kick the can here, but we did the most important thing, which was exile everything that John had, including the one that was in your graveyard. Yeah.
I remembered.
Go ahead.
Sure. Alright, well, Mutavault's gonna come in for a cheeky 2.
Oh.
And we're gonna play a really sad 2-2. But
Okay. Alright, so green, white, black, red. Sure, I'm gonna Fabled Passage here. Find one of the other basics. Let's see which ones we have access to. I'll grab the mountain, I suppose, and then I'm gonna cast a Niv Mizzet. And we're gonna do some flipping. Find out what I get. Green, white, red, blue, black.
sure.
Niv.
Yep.
Alright, 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, only
Pick
3
them up.
cards.
3 cards here.
Lucky boy.
I know, right? And I'm gonna pass.
Alright. Getting the top of our deck to be pretty good. Probably not gonna do it, but we will start the rebuild. We'll play a Diagraph Pool. We'll get another zombie. And go ahead.
Yeah, and something that is notable is I can find a billion Bring to Lights, but because this deck has a bunch of one-ofs, I can't always Bring to Light for, like, the card that helps, right? Like, I can't Bring to Light for Shadow's Verdict again. That's... we already used the one in the chamber there, so we're kind of done as far as that's concerned. That being said, we do have, you know, still some pretty great cards. So I'm going to go ahead and play this Clothis. I think I feel comfortable attacking.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to get in there for 6. I'm going to have to close this game out. And then I'm going to play a tap land, and I will pass to you on your upkeep. I'm just going to Abrupt Decay this.
Sure. Sure. Alright. Wake up, Mutavault.
Yep.
Attack for 6.
Okay.
No, Mutavault. Good.
Okay. Upkeep, I'm going to eat your creature. I'll gain 2. You'll lose 2. Drop. I guess it's draw step, right? Yeah. It's pre-combat main phase, sorry.
The third answer.
Super wrong on all of them, but that's fine. Man, we're really fortunate we hit well off this Niv to at least pick up 3 cards, because I believe every draw step for the game has in fact been a land.
Don't
so.
tell me that. I'm going to feel real bad when I lose this because you drew good.
I guess the question is, what do we want to Bring to Light for? Is it just another Niv?
It's probably just like an Omnath, right?
Oh, yeah, and then I can do the landfall stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Alright, cool. Figured it out. Forgot I had that in here. Alright, so I'm going to Bring to Light.
Did you is it only for... Oh, yeah, you still have to pay for it.
Still have to pay 5, though.
Yeah.
That's going to enter. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to play a land, gain 4. Is this a creature now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fetch. I'm going to make 4 mana. Find whatever basic I can find first. Come on. Cool. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work that way.
You have to get like a forest over it.
Yeah, I'm looking for a forest. Do I have another forest?
Hope so.
Oh, wait. No, it makes the mana from this. What am I
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about? Yeah, sorry. The second land.
Hmm.
So that's going to make my mana. I'm going to use 2 of it, and I'm going to cast this.
Sure.
I'm going to use the other 2 and one of these floating to cycle a land. Cool. And then I'm going to go to combat for 10.
Yeah, I'm good at 2.
Okay, good.
Alright. I need to cough up the goods on this one.
I don't know what the goods are. I'm a little afraid to find out.
If you didn't have that Shadow's Verdict, this might have been pretty good.
Yeah, probably. It's like an Agadeem's Awakening or something?
No.
Man, what card has John tanking this hard? He's dead so many ways. I need to know what's happening now.
This is exile from any graveyard. Do 2 damage to me?
Yes, I believe so.
Alright, do you have any creatures in there?
It just has to be a non-land.
Oh. Alright, well, I thought I was going to be able to get there with a Dark Salvation, but, like, I guess not.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Close. Alright, well, game 1 in the books, I guess about what we expected. Kind of, right? Like,
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't have the Bring to Light for Shadow's Verdict, but, like, yeah.
Yeah, tough otherwise. Yeah, do you want to just do 1 pre and 2 post? Because we'll play this matchup, and then we will play 2 other matchups after this.
Yeah.
Make sure we get enough game actions going on.
I guess we'll be back for games 2 and 3.
Yeah. All right, so here we are boarding. As you can see, what I've got going on is I am cutting this bottom pile here for this top pile. These bottom cards are, like, this Yasharn is here just for, like, any of the Rakdos decks and things like that. It's just not going to be fantastic. The Expressive Iterations are a great, like, grindy card advantage card, and this matchup just isn't about that. I need to play to the board. And then Kolaghan's Command is, like, similar to Mortify, a 3-mana removal spell to deal with probably a 1 or 2-mana thing. And although there are sometimes 2-for-1 applications, this just isn't what is going on in this matchup. Our goal is just, like, get to 5 mana, play the 5-mana things, and have them be good enough, not, like, 2-for-1 John out of the game, essentially. So just bringing in the removal spells and the protection from black creature as, you know, a hedge against John's almost entirely mono-black deck. Yeah.
Our side, we're getting a lot of these because if Michael's Wrath of Choice is Shadow's Verdict, their kind of recursion isn't going to do a lot, and Michael's really not going to play until, like, his spot removal into Relentless Dead too effectively. And then we're taking out a bunch of Dark Salvations on the play because we're kind of hoping that Sideboarded Thoughtseize and then some Lifebane Zombies will take out Michael's stabilizing elements, because I think a lot of them happen to be green or white.
Well, almost all of them are green, unless I naturally draw the Shadow's Verdict, right?
Well, this is only going to hit creatures, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
So, you brought in a Blood Baron, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to attack a Blood Baron. Alright, cool.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
It might not be in my hand, I don't know.
Yeah.
I only have 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Blood Baron is sweet, though. That was the kind of card where, when we first found out about Pioneer, that was the kind of card you, like, wanted to play with.
Oh, yeah.
A card that was just, like, very good. We knew the format was going to be based around decent black decks because Fatal Push, at the time, I think it was, like, Eliminate and Heartless Act were both good removal spells. You obviously had Thoughtseize, which is, you know, not relevant for the Blood Baron itself, but, like, just meant people were playing black. And you just wanted the, like, huge-ass, you know, protection from black big thing.
Yeah.
And it never really panned out that way, did it?
No, because I think part of it was, like, Ton Anderson's, like, mid-range red decks were all, like, kind of the rage, and, like, a lot of them played Glorybringer. It lines up, like, unfortunately very well against the Blood Baron.
Unless you have the extra text on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 99.5% of the time lined up extremely unfortunately.
Very fortunate of you to give them the 0.4.
6, 7. No, can't keep that. Although I would have had a chance to showcase a new card, it would have meant that I kept a 6-lander with the new Moonveil, and I don't think I'm showcasing that card if all I do is show you that I'm dead with it in my hand. So I'm going to take them all again.
Yeah, this one's close-ish. I think we get a blue source for, like, or any land or, like, a little far ahead, but I think if we don't, the hand's, like, very medium, so we'll ship back to you.
Question for you, John. What would you give to put Aether Vial into Pioneer?
Anything.
Because I feel like this would definitely be a deck that would benefit from that, having a large amount of 2-drops, decent amount of 3-drops, and like some okay ones, right? So.
And then I get to play Soul Diviner and draw a free card every turn.
Oh, John.
Michael's whole thing is that he just says no to me until I top 8 something, and then he'll say yes to me for a week. So I just have to top 8 this league, and then like Michael will let me have fun again.
If you play Soul Diviner with Aether Vial and do well with it, I'll be much less disgusted at the prospect of you playing Soul Diviner in your Aether Vial decks.
Alright, you're on.
5, 6, 7. Okay. Boy.
I guess this is what we signed up for.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't think this is a good enough hand, to be honest, but I think we kind of just have to hope the top of our deck is a little kind, because we do have some power here.
Alright. Third wonder.
Yep. That ain't it. Triumph, go.
Love it. 2.
Ow.
Play a Diagraph. Cool. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Oh boy, is that what this has come to? Is that what's happening here? I think it is. Alright, I'm gonna hardcast a Valky.
Yeah, there you go.
What do we have? Oh boy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can beat that Life Bane zombie.
Well, I just have to cast it first, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Life Bane zombie. I might get wrecked because John might not draw a land, and this Lazotep Reaver is gonna be enough to do me in, but like, I just can't beat that.
We will play the Lost Step Reaper and
Yep.
see if I can find our 1 army token.
Did you have one, actually?
I didn't look.
Oh.
I thought there was one.
I don't think I do. You can just put a 2/2 out there and just put a 1 on it. That's fine.
Alright, welcome to the Grief Army.
Sick.
Alright, in for 4.
Okay.
We did unfortunately draw a land.
Okay,
Go
alright.
ahead.
So I feel much better about my decision now, at the very least. Oh, God. I still think we're going to die, though. Alright, go ahead.
Alright. Hope we can draw something good off the top. Well, I don't think that's good. But it might be okay. I'll attack for 6.
6. Yeah. Go to 8.
Alright, we'll play the stockpile.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Really need something here. Oh, my God. If this is not the most Niv Mizzet hand I've ever seen, when I die here in a second, I will be able to show you exactly why that is the case.
Alright.
Because I don't think I can afford to block here. That just makes it 2/2, right?
And I draw a card.
Okay.
I'll die.
Okay, go to 2.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Did it. Well, I kept a hand that had like Triumph Basic, and the only other land I drew was a Triumph, so I was like already really scared that I was never going to find my 5th land, and then it also was going to end up being tapped. So, yeah, we had a lot of problems there. Kept definitely a pretty slow hand, but was hoping that we could find anything between 1 and 4 mana to do, and
Wasn't that the thing with these like 4 and 5 color decks? Like your card quality is just like so high that like if you get to 4 and 5, like it's usually enough to come back.
Yeah. The only concern that I had with potentially mulliganing to 5 is what I didn't want to do was mulligan to 5 and then have to keep like, you know, fatal pushes or early disruption and then not have any of my powerful cards and then kind of just get run into the game because even though I push, you know, one of your creatures, you just like have 4 of them and I die. So yeah, may have been a bit loose on that one, I will say. Alright, but I get to be able to play this game, which I do feel like matters a lot in my, like, 25 Triome land deck.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
I'm gonna keep. This one's fine.
I have a hand of, like, all new cards that, like, would be so cool to play if we could cast them. Alright, I'll ship
Too
that
bad.
back. Oop. So, I have a question for you, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Which is... what do you think about Memory Deluge in Stoneblade? Modern Stoneblade specifically.
Yeah, I think the problem that we have there is like there's not really there's not really a need for a good card advantage spell in those decks anyways. Like, they haven't really been trying to find space for any of the, like, 4-mana draw 2s previously or anything like that. And I think in Modern, once you get up to 4 mana, like, we've seen that Jace the Mind Sculptor is currently not good enough, and that card's, like, historically one of the best 4-drops that have been printed in Magic ever. So, I just think it's too expensive for Modern in a deck like that. If you're playing something like Wilderness Wreck, it seems great. Sometimes maybe a longer edged control deck, probably fine. But anything outside of that, it might just find a spot in this format. Sorry, you're contemplating your hand there. What's going on?
Yeah, we have plays for the first couple of turns, and I think if we draw an untapped land, this hand is amazing. But if we don't, it's going to be, like, a little sad. But it's got a new card, so we'll try it.
Cool. Surprised. I'm going to play a Triome again and pass.
Darn. Alright, well, that was maybe the most medium draw we could have had.
It's an untapped land.
Yeah, we're going to play Champion of the Perished. Go ahead.
That card's great. Already feel dead. Go.
Maybe not. We'll play a Diagraph Ghoul. Put a 1/1 counter on this.
Okay, I'm going to kill it.
You're such a liar. All right.
Look, that one was going to get bigger than a 2/2, okay? I can't let that happen. Alright, go. I have both a plains and an island.
I think for the sake of our top of our deck, we have to play this as a black, because I think there's more black cards to draw.
Okay.
So we're gonna play lots of Tep Reaper.
Yep. Get him too.
Make an army.
Ouch. Alright, it's my turn to play the new card. Good.
Nice. Alright.
You can move that clear water out of the way if you want.
I just want a reminder in case like I end up regretting it.
The reminder is the separate color on the sleeve.
Well, I think kind of unfortunately we're still in for an attack, so we're gonna ship him in.
I'll block the 2/2.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
And we'll play Diagraph Colossus as a 4/4.
Yep.
Hope that's enough to dodge some removal. Good.
We'll find out.
Was that enough?
That was a pretty good draw.
Oh,
It's not, in fact, enough.
uh-huh.
Blue, white, red, green.
Sure.
Omnath.
Okay.
I'm going to choose not to discard. My hand is very good.
Okay, that's really
Yeah.
bad.
Trigger. I'm going to draw a card.
Uh-huh.
Fable Passage. Landfall. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I will then crack this. Grab a... I guess I grab a black land because I'm about to get every other kind of mana.
Right.
So I'm going to grab a black land.
Uh-huh.
Trigger, I'm going to get the other 4 mana.
Uh-huh.
And then... I guess I will bring to light for 5.
Sure.
Also choose not to because at this point this one's only 2 colors, so I would end up ditching 3 cards for 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I honestly just want to grab Niv Mizzet and just load back up again. So I'm just going to do that.
Sure.
So let's spin the wheel.
Would like to get 5 cards off of this.
Oh. This casts it?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, I do want to do that one. So yeah, trigger when this is cast. I'm going to discard my hand, Omnath, Fatal Push, and Dreadbore. I'm going to draw 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to spin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got 3 hits once again. This one does not technically count. But that's okay. Alright, and then I can smush for 4 in the air, I guess.
Yep.
And I'll pass... Wait, hold on. I have 9 cards in hand. Give me a second. Oh, Lord. What chunky thing do I not want? This one? Wait. 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, 7 cards. Alright, go ahead.
Well, I think I'm gonna toss it in because like we're actually dead to the Shadow's Verdict next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that was a little less exciting than I had hoped for. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Michael's really bad at calling these aggro versus control matchups.
Well, I'll also be honest and say that like I thought there were 0 wraths in here. Did not even realize that the one I was playing was also the best one for this matchup.
Yeah,
and
it also gives you 5.
Yeah, and that really matters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had I put some more thought into that, probably would have changed things a little bit. But yeah.
Well, that'll be that for that matchup. We'll be back with
Another blue-black deck.
Another blue-black deck.
And we will see you for match number 2. All right, so here we are in match number 2. We have another potentially very interesting matchup. We started out wanting to potentially showcase zombies and werewolves. However, the problem is in Pioneer, the old werewolves don't exist. And so what we did instead is we took a look at what Gruul-style decks could leverage some of these cards. And there's a Bard class Gruul list floating around. I say floating around as though this format still exists. That is kind of somewhere in the aether. And
I mean, like, nobody's signing up to prelims with 60 deck basics.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's not as bad as Pauper.
Yeah.
But regardless, this deck exists, and so what I basically did was I found as many slots as I could for new cards, and kind of just jammed them in here because most of the good cards were legendary anyway. So, although some of these card choices may not seem perfect, like having 4 of the new Arlen cord just might not be correct, we're gonna kind of just give it a shot and see if we can put some werewolves into play and do some cool stuff.
We're going to do even or odd again?
Yeah. I'm going to call even this time.
You're going to call even?
Yeah, you want to talk about what you're doing?
No.
No?
No. I'm playing, like, some, like, pretty stock blue-black... Oh, dang. Some cards fell over. I'm playing, like, some pretty stock, like, blue-black control, like, Shard Typhoons and Fatal Pushes and Thoughtseizes, and just trade cards and, like, hope your expensive stuff, like, gets you over the finish line. Got him.
Alright.
Alright. Go ahead and cut.
You're good.
Yeah, okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy. Well, I can't keep the triple Mox Amber hand, I will say that much.
That's not like your 8 cards. You just want to like pick one at random and... Okay, sure. Into the bottom it goes.
Yeah. My hand was all lands, 1 Gallia, and then triple Mox Amber, and like I could not wait to get Fatal Pushed out of the game.
This hand is fine, and we'll keep it.
Alright. So anything that we're not showing here, John, that you may potentially be excited for in Pioneer?
They printed a Soul Sister at 1 mana and white. Kind of want to play Angels in Pioneer. That was a thing for a hot minute before people realized you could also take Jund Citadel from Historic and play that in Pioneer. You know, it's a lot of stuff where you kind of have to like do the work on it to see if it's there. Like there's some humans that are particularly interesting. There's some of the spirits I think might be good. Like I think the entire adversary cycle is like at least worth a look in Pioneer.
Yeah, it seems like the right power level for there, so I'd buy that. I'm gonna keep this.
Okay,
Ditched 1.
okay. I can play an Urborg and get lots easier.
Okay.
That Bark class seems really good, so we'll take the Bark class.
Yeah, sure does.
Here, go ahead.
Joke's on you. You gave me all swamps. Stomping Ground taps. Go.
Sure. Right, drop.
So, may not have known this, but I am in fact playing Jund, and you helped me figure it out.
We're gonna go to 16.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go to 14. We're gonna Thoughtseize you again. I think we're gonna take the Augur of Autumn.
Yeah, that seems good.
And it's back to you.
Cool. I'll play this on red. I'm just gonna get in for 2.
Fail push.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright, go to 12. Go ahead.
Another one.
Can I read Domri?
Yep.
Alright, well, just for the sake of our hand, I think we are supposed to counter this.
Yep, that's fine.
We'll keep that on
I'll
top.
play this on red and then pass. Yeah, I was trying not to run this one into the counterspell as much as I can. So I'm gonna keep playing out these other things.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't get to do this often, so I will tap a Fabled Passage for a black.
Yeah.
And I'll Thoughtseize you, go to 10.
Well, it's this or the other of the same thing, right?
Yeah. I think because of our hand, we actually have to take that.
Good. His last card's a removal spell. Okie doke. Alright, 2.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, I'll play this.
Okay.
Alright, I'm an +. Go.
Sure. That was weird.
Okay. All gone.
That dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bard class. Mox Amber. Go.
Yep. Let's take a look. Plus one counter. Spend mana, make them cheaper. Okay. Alright, drop.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Excellent top deck. We'll nurse it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it down to 3. Alright. We'll grab a sensor.
Okay.
See if Michael plays a 3-drop into it. Go ahead. You gonna play a 3-drop into it?
Cool. I'm gonna level this up.
Sure.
Go.
Okay. Yeah, I guess since we're playing Dig Through Time, cracking West now is probably fine. And I suppose we just get an island because they're all duals now. Even though you can't tell with the black detail.
Yeah. No, it looks really sweet though. I really
Yeah.
like those. I think they'll probably look better in real paper than they do in,
Proxy paper.
Yeah, printed
Yeah.
printed paper on top of the cardboard, so we'll see.
Okay. Sure. Alright. Down to 1.
Okay.
I guess we'll get a Memory Deluge.
Okay.
We're flooding out a little bit. We'll play a Clearwater Pathway and pass it back to Michael.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna play a Tovalar.
We got another reader.
Yep.
So whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night, then transform any number of human werewolves you control and is daybound.
Correct.
So it is day now.
Yep. We're gonna put this in. Oh no, there's a night. We're gonna have to do that. That'll have to be night. This angel is gonna be the light of hope. It's gonna represent the day.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Cool. Go.
Alright. Oh, that's a 1/1 counter on it.
Oh yeah, Bard class makes it bigger.
Alright,
Doink.
end your turn, we're gonna cast a Memory Deluge.
Okay.
Go to the top 4. Tapped a little, unfortunately, but I think we're gonna be okay in the end.
Bummer that you found that dig through time off your dig through time, huh?
Right. Sickle sensor.
Yep.
I don't think Michael's playing around it anymore. And I'll draw for turn. Alright, so a 4/4 is still a little scary, so we'll cast a dig.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Want to keep the deluge and the sabotage in case we draw something. I don't honestly know what these blue-black control decks really run these days. It's just kill spells and then just whatever happens, happens.
Fair.
Alright, I think we want this and this. Yeah. Alright. So that goes to our graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play a Clearwater Pathway, and then we'll play an Ashiok.
Okay.
We will -3, have you return that to your hand, and then you exile a card from your hand.
Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna have to be the one I currently have. Yeah, I guess it has to, because otherwise I can't cast it. I do not have double green, so, yep.
Alright, and it's back to you.
Okay. Play errata.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Play this again.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess... Yeah, I guess it just passed. Can't do anything else, so...
Alright. Well, first order of business, we'll get our blocker going.
Yep.
There. 2, 3 there. It has been a minute since I've seen Rada.
Mm-hmm. Let's me play lands from the top of my library.
Okay. Alright, and then Tolar goes. Okay.
Do you want to read my 4/4 angel that represents being a day?
I think I'm good.
Okay. You just stole my counter from my Tovolar.
Oh, there you go.
How dare you?
My bad. Alright. Well, I guess we will Blood Chief's Thirst the Rada.
Okay.
And then pass the turn back to Michael.
Okay. That's pretty sweet. Alright, you have 2 cards in hand?
I have 2 cards. They're actively excellent.
Yeah, I'll attack the Ashiok first.
Yeah, we'll take the block.
Yep, so it's exile the top 2, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Mox Ambler, another Tovolar. I'm then gonna attempt an Arlen.
Alright, we'll cast Sinister Sabotage.
Yep. Good. Probably dead here. John's draw lined up pretty well.
Alright, we'll use our blue land to cast a Field Push.
Cool.
Alright. So, we're in control fun time now. Just gonna see if we can mop up the game from here.
There is something to be said about John being at 8 and this being 1 land away from level 3. Does mean if I find a land, I guess I'd have to find Legendary Spell into land, but if I found Legendary Spell into land, could potentially do some work.
Right.
But we'll have to see.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. When I said Legendary Spell, that is not quite what I meant.
Whoops.
Yeah, I guess we'll just hold that one for the Ashiok Balance and pass.
Alright. End of turn, we'll cast Memory Deluge with Flashback.
Oh yeah, it gets to do that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now.
Okay.
Though. Yeah, probably had to happen right then and there then. Yeah, that was a really strong showing on a blue-black right there. It was like, what, triple discard, 2 spot removal spells into Wrath, followed up by a Planeswalker for card advantage.
Yeah.
It's everything you want to do. Seems pretty sweet.
Yeah. Are there any, like, 1-drops in that deck that are legendary?
Oath of Nissa.
Okay, so, like, no creatures.
Not anymore, no.
Alright. Well, I think that'll do for game 1, and
yeah.
we'll join you back in a moment for game 2.
Seems good.
Alright, so game 1 went pretty well for us. We're going to see if we can make Michael's life a little harder in games 2 and 3. Some people might not agree with this approach, but my approach has always been in matchups like this where if Michael gets 1 or 2 threats on the board that we specifically need kill spells for, these counter spells become less good because if you're holding 2 counter spells, it's much worse than holding 2 kill spells. So we're going to try to go from being a counter stuff deck to a kill stuff deck. So we're removing most of our hard counters and a good chunk of our sensors. And we're also taking out this 1 gold blank that I think is just like for a different matchup that you're trying to hedge in the main. As well as a couple of Shark Typhoons. We still have 1 to complement our Planeswalkers as a win con in the deck. And then in their place, bringing 4 of our very good boy Gifted Aetherborn, hoping to just trade up with some of Michael's creatures. And then we have a couple of different ways that killing Michael's creatures can turn into our own win cons between Kalidas and Scarab God. And then the rest of what we're bringing in are just Aether Guts to hopefully interact with Bard class and Toski, because I think that those cards can end up being a problem. And then we're bringing in Bloodline Culling mostly because I just want to try it. I think it's like medium to good against Toski, and then I don't think Michael has enough small creatures for the Infest mode to be very good.
Well, it's only tokens, right?
Oh, well, never mind then.
But it could potentially clean up a bunch of wolves.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, it still seems fine because, like, it's a point-and-click removal spell, right? It's not great, but it kills something. On my end, I am taking out the 3 Bergi God of Storytelling. This is more, to me at least, how it reads, is more of a card that helps enable some really busted Goldfish draws with Bard class, or kind of acting as, like, copies, additional copies of Bard class. But I just think that in a matchup like this, it's unrealistic to expect the Bergi to A, sit on the table, and B, for you to also have a bunch of other things that you're casting that are relevant.
Is the backside going to do anything?
The backside could, but the fact that it's 5 mana for the hammer, and then is also, like, card disadvantage if you don't hit something good off of the very first pitch, is also something to worry about, especially with something like Aether Gust. If I tap 5 mana and then discard 1 card, and in response, John Aether Gusts it, like, it's going to feel really bad. So instead, I'm just bringing in some stickier things. Also trimming 1 Mox Amber. I still have 3 in the deck, and we just don't need to draw a billion of them. He can't interact with them in any meaningful way. So bringing in the 3 Clothis, it's just a really good card that if it sticks on the battlefield, which outside of Aether Gust, it will, can just generate us a lot of damage that John... It's tough for John to interact with, at least. If it ever does become a creature, is obviously relevant outside of this card, which... Hope that never comes up. And then Toski, just another indestructible, can't be countered thing. So, bringing it in against the kill spell and counterspell deck, right? Just typical things there. Looking more on my side, being on the play is obviously huge here. That last game, if we would have looked at the exact same hand but been on the play, I think things look a lot better because that second Gallia gets you in a hit or two. And so the hope here is to try to have some really good 2-drops to have on turn 2 so that John only gets 1 mana to interact with us before we get to start doing our things. So that's what I'm going to be looking for out of this. Anything particular on your side, John?
I just want to play Gifted Aetherborn and kill stuff.
Just play your good boy.
Yeah.
Anyone that's curious, John and I have a reputation of playing Blue-Black Control, flopping in a bunch of Gifted Aetherborns out of the sideboard, and I don't know. I feel like we caught enough people off guard with it, and it impressed us enough that it's something we still would love to continue to do. So,
it's Black Turbolife, basically.
No, it's black. Gosh, what's the Ambush Viper? But gains you 2 life. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is not what we were looking for, but because of well, there's 2 reasons. So there's 2 reasons why I'll keep this, but this is not the style of hand I was hoping to have. So I'm gonna keep.
This is close. I think it's pretty reasonable that if Michael has an okay start, we're just gonna get run out of the game because we can't take enough game actions. But if these 2 spells can do what I hope they're gonna do, maybe we get there. So we're gonna keep.
Okay, good.
All right, Shipwreck, go ahead.
Cool. All right, go.
I think we're gonna play this as a Murk Water pathway.
Okay.
And then,
Where'd they go?
Ah, there.
Cool.
We have 8 of them. All right, and then we'll use it, and we'll cast the Thoughtseize. Oh wow.
Yeah, so the reason that I did end up keeping this is because double of these felt good because my plan was to lead on one of these on turn 3. Mm-hmm. John would likely interact with it in some way, shape, or form, and then after that having 2 solid 3s would be a reasonable follow-up. So,
alright, so both of those 3-drops are kind of redundant, so I guess we'll take the Clothis and go to 18.
Yep.
And it's back to you.
Okie doke. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Alright, I'll play one of these.
Sure.
I'm just going to play this and pass.
Okay.
There's no real merit to holding it. There was some way that, like, maybe I drew another Mox Amber into a 2-drop and could, like, get John by going 3-drop, Mox Amber, tap, tap, but didn't happen.
Oh yeah, it's day now.
It sure is. Bring back the angel. Actually, you know what? Let's use the back side of the knight so that it's the opposite of knight.
Okay. Well, you don't want Michael's thing to transform because I think it's kind of scary on the backside. So we will Heartless Act.
That's dead. Doesn't have any counters.
Alright, go ahead.
R.I.P. Ooh, that card's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I will shock. I'm gonna cast myself this card again, and then play Galia. Get in for 2.
Alright, take 2.
Good.
Alright. Need something a little specific here. I'll take just 1 card left.
Uno card.
Alright. This might actually just end up being best possible one. Alright, we'll get an island. And then we will Fatal push
Yep.
Tolvar, and then we'll Blood Chiefs their Scalia.
Yeah. That probably is indeed best possible.
Go ahead.
Go. This card's good, but I don't think it's that good. I've often said when John and I talk about control decks versus creature decks that a minimum of 3 1-mana interaction is almost impossible to beat for most creature decks. And John has shown up with 5 1-mana interaction and now 3 this game. So yeah. I don't think we're in a good spot.
Right, I'm going to go to 14 and we'll pass the
Oh,
check.
man, because he has the thing too? That's bad. Okay, well, this card might be good. Oath and Missa.
Well, I'm not going to give Michael a card if we don't have to, so we're going to Ethergust.
Okay. Stay on top.
Okay.
I'll then play this, activate my den,
Yep.
and I'm going to attack.
Sure.
Get a 1/1 goblin. You take 4.
Alright, I'm going to 10.
Pass to you.
Alright, end of your turn, I'll cast the dig. Don't you remember why Pioneer was so fun?
I mean, it doesn't always line up this way, right? Like, they don't always have everything.
Yeah, not always. Well, I think we're actually... Neither of these cards are exciting. Can I read Down the Bugbear?
Yeah.
Alright, Michael.
What?
I think we'll take...
You've cast like 10 spells.
This.
Why are you okaying me?
I just can't say no to that card.
I've only cast 3 spells, and one of them was a Mox Amber. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
No, I cast 4.
It's less to do with you, Michael, and more
Oh.
to do with what's going on with me.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Alright. Draw for chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're gonna spin the wheel. Hope to get a little lucky. We'll play Nurset.
Wait.
Yeah. I guess this is the take against Michael's land. And we'll pass the turn back to you.
It's pretty good. Oath.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Alright. This good boy.
Okay.
I'll go to combat.
Sure.
Narsa.
Alright. Nurset goes down to 2 loyalty.
Cast.
I gotta read these. Yeah, right?
Good.
Alright.
The feeling John has multiple removal spells, and this tank here is him debating if he wants to reveal to me that he has another removal spell, or just play the push that I know about and be less mana efficient.
Yeah.
And that's horrifying.
If Michael's gonna say the quiet part out loud, we'll fade a push.
Yeah.
Alright. Drop.
Hold on. In response. I'm gonna activate.
Okay.
Good.
Alright, drop. Alright. Get rid of the Nurset.
Yep.
Yep. Play a Bloodline Culling.
found it.
Yeah, and play another Murkwater Pathway.
Yep.
And we'll use both.
Oh boy. Oh, you're doing it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. Alright, well, I think we just have to trade this den potentially for the Aetherborn, so I'm going to activate. Or for a removal spell, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to combat.
Alright, we'll kill it.
Okay, sure. I'm going to play another one and pass.
Okay.
We're still going to end up having to trade it with this stupid Aetherborn.
Alright. We'll fetch a failed passage.
Yep. This is interesting because we're gonna potentially after this we will probably be playing the winners of the 2 matches, and I think what'll be interesting about that is we tried intentionally to line up the control decks with the creature decks, and as you can see here, John's 52 removal spells and sweepers seems dope, and so now after this we're probably gonna jam like a 5 drop into John's face, and we're gonna find out if he can find enough counter spells.
Alright.
Got another dig, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the card we couldn't say no to earlier?
No, this was the card we cannot say no to.
Fair enough.
Alright. Dig through time. Do you think dig is too much in Pioneer?
No.
Okay.
No, I think it's fine. Because I don't feel like this is the part of the game where things are too offensive. Like if your draw lines up really well, your draw lines up really well. It has more to do with that, I think, than the card advantage spell that you get to play after your draw has either lined up well or not lined up well.
Right. Alright. Well, we got a couple of keepers. And we'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay. Alright. As much as I love to play around removal spells and whatnot, I just can't. So I'm gonna activate.
Alright. He had the field.
Yep. Is that how many pushes is that now?
I think it's 3. 1, 2. Yep, 3.
3, and then 1 Blood Chief Thirst, correct?
Yeah, 1 Blood Chief's Thirst.
And then the 1.
And a Blood Calling and a Heartless Axe.
Okay. I'll pass the turn then.
Alright. Well, I think even with the cards that Michael's presented, I don't think he can kill us from it, so I'll take a peek at what the last card is.
It's a land.
Okay.
Got him.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Alright, I'm gonna play a Scare Pad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm probably dead.
Oh, we got a reader. We might not be dead.
No, I think I'm still dead. Yeah, I'm definitely still dead. Alright.
Okay.
I'll make 2 wolves.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
Alright. I think we have to take a blind draw now because we don't want it to become night if we can help it. So
how does this one flip tonight?
doesn't it just flip to night when it becomes night?
Yeah, this one is flips tonight if no one casts a spell during their own turn.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright. We'll draw.
Because some of them have different requirements to flip from day to night.
Mm.
Alright, so I don't have any wolves, so we're just going to put squirrels out there. They're 2/2 wolves,
Can I see the backside of our one?
but they're cuter. Yeah, give me a second.
This game might have gotten more interesting. Okay, what we got?
There's only 1 loyalty, though.
Trample, haste, and indestructible. Okay. Alright. And then the +1 on this is...
I can cast things as though they had flash, and they enter with an additional counter on them.
Okay. And then we'll see if Michael's got any good reanimation targets for us.
Yeah, you might get a wolf of your own.
The thing we're thinking about is, I'm trying to remember if do the tokens still have the red-green mana cost? Just in case I want to do one of these.
I don't know. Let me look that up while you
Okay.
debate this.
I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being our line, but the card in our hand... Yeah, I think that is going to end up being the line, because the card in our hand is going to be better if we have a bit more of a battlefield. So, rather unfortunately, we're going to... Then again...
It does.
It does? Okay.
It does. You have to take a lot... I think by the time you would turn Clothis on, we would have already died, to be honest, but
okay.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Alright.
Flip. Rawr. It is Knight. Draw. Oh my good lord.
Is that a good oh my lord, or is that a bad oh my lord?
That's pretty wild. I forgot I was playing this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now I have to read something. Hold on. I'm sorry, everyone. This is the problem.
Hey, this is real life happening here on Collective Effort. So, just to keep things going, how do you feel about like card alters? Like, are there card alters you like really love, or like a kind of card alter you like to see or not see?
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm reading.
I think in the future maybe we'll just like ask a judge to be here too.
All right, okay, we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Well, someone on the channel is a judge, just cannot be here. Okay, so John has lots of different options that are all potentially pretty gross here. Getting all these back all seem pretty solid. He can do 2 of them with 8 mana. Yuck. So I don't even know if attacking with this is right, because as John and I were discussing earlier, the problem we're about to run into is really not intuitive, but really upsetting. So if I zero this, Arlen, make it into a 5/5 with indestructible, if John blocks with 5 power worth of creature, well, really only 1 power worth of creature since I only have 1 loyalty, what ends up happening is this will still take the damage, and that damage will remove these loyalty counters, which means that the Planeswalker will still end up dying. Which is really not okay. So, but the problem we're having is, like, I don't know if there's too much I can do about it. Alright, whatever. Salmon.
Okay.
0.
Yep.
Combat.
Alright, what's this one doing again?
It has all the keywords.
Through the other stuff creatures you control have haste.
So what I was looking up was, can Mox
Right.
Amber tap for white with color identity, or does it only tap for the colors in the CMC? And it does only tap for the colors in the cost itself.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah, go to combat.
Yep.
Alright, I think we just have to go, like, full send mode and just accept the fact that John's going to get a decent amount of value here, but there's really nothing we can do about it.
Alright, so we'll take the first reanimate.
Yep.
And we'll make a
4/4 something.
Yep. Guess we'll make a 4/4 Tolivar.
Okay.
And then we'll also make a 4/4 Dahlia.
Okay.
Alright, good blocks.
Yep.
Alright. So we're at 8. And these are 2/2s?
Those are 2/2s, correct.
Alright, so I guess we'll take the first free block. And put Gifted Aetherborn in front of a 2/2. We'll put a 4/4 in front of Samet.
Okay.
And then we'll put a 4/4 in front of Arlen.
Okay.
And then I think we take 1 from here, and then 2, 3,
4.
4, and then
Gain 2.
Gain 2, so it'll be net -2.
Yep.
So these will trade. These will trade. And then...
Zero exile. This is gone, this is gone.
Yep.
And these are exiled. This is all still blue.
Okay.
Alright, oh, go ahead. Like I said, I don't think there's much we can do about it. And the reasoning behind that is more to do with the fact that this Scarab God is happening whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
And at this point, the problem is, like, if we just pass, John just makes those same creatures, still does the same thing, but then also gets to scry a bunch.
Right.
And we're just not getting through that. So we have to hope we rip super hot or something.
So, in our upkeep with the Scarab on track, on stack, we'll take the Samet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I guess we take the other Tolmar. Alright. We'll scry 2. Michael will lose 2. Alright. These are both good. Put them on the top like that.
Oh, I'm dead. This gives your creatures haste.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yep, like I said, I think the minimum of 3 1-mana interaction spells is always going to be key in these creature decks, and John had
A bunch.
A whole slew of them.
Also worth noting, my good boy continues to be good.
Although I do think you were winning that game real handedly even without it, but it is still intimidating to look at a 2-drop that's going to trade with one of my 3-drops.
Right.
Like that's always good news when you get to trade up on mana. All right. So match number 3, Niv versus Blue Black, and yeah, we'll see you there.
See you there.
All right. Yeah, here we are. We got some 5C Niv coming up against some Blue Black control, playing some grindy matchup. So, any thoughts?
Hope we don't draw Fatal Push at any point.
Yeah, just draw the thought seizes.
Yeah.
Don't draw the fatal pushes.
Easy.
That's skills.
All right, odd again.
Even.
Even.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick.
It's actually really bad for me because Michael's playing Sylvan Carry at it.
Yeah, and a bunch of Triumphs, so I always needed to be on the play at all times. 5, 6, 7. Well, I found a dead card.
I found a couple of dead cards, but I might like.
I'm gonna keep though.
Oh man.
I found a dead card, but other non-dead and fairly good cards, so I am gonna keep.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep too then.
All right. I think the highest upside is just lead here. Go ahead.
Alright, we'll play Banter Steps. Go ahead.
Cool. Drop. Okay, didn't get there. That's fine. Go ahead. That's my dog. He's very upset that the wolves and werewolves just got rolled.
Alright, guess we need to decide first, so that's us.
Yep. We were looking to see if we could find ourselves an untapped land, but we do have 3 amazing 5-drops, completely dead card, and then a 2-drop. So
guess we'll take a 2-drop.
Yep.
And then I'll play Watergrave. Go ahead.
Okay. Go.
Shipwreck. Go ahead.
Go.
Good.
Go.
Alright. Castle. Good. Sure.
Niv number 1.
Alright, well, Michael's on the line. We'll censor cycle.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow. I was waiting to see cycle sensor. Okay, counterspell it with the one I had in my hand the whole time.
I also kept a couple of dead cards in my hand.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have a decision to make. So we're taking the blue-red card, obviously. And we need to decide between these 2 black-red cards. And although I shouldn't shuffle these away. The Dreadboard has some text because it can kill a Planeswalker, which is nice. But I do feel like if all John had was a censor, he might have just played one of them because it probably would have been a 3-drop in Narset. So I think I'm going to take the K command because we can just buy back something that's going to be good for us later.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead.
Alright, well, Heartless Act.
Okay. We got a dead Niv.
Sure.
Yeah, see? Now I can buy it back, maybe.
Yeah. Alright, play an island. Good.
Cool. Tap. Draw. Okay. I guess we're going to start on expressive iteration.
Yep.
See what happens here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to go exile, hand, bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this. Do I have enough for this guy? Double green? Green, green, white, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just start there. Get some beats going.
Okay.
I'm going to play into a sensor this time.
Alright, well, no sensor this time, but Train Cycle. Power word kill.
Okay, it is not, in fact, any of those things. It's dead, but I do have a 3/3.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Alright, we'll play Fail Passage. Good.
Wait. So John's probably got a Shark Typhoon hanging around there. Not too much we can do about that one, outside of potentially just attack first and trade our beast plus the K command, maybe? Yeah, it might just be worth it. Alright, attacks.
We'll go to 15.
Okay. I'll play land.
Sure.
I will play a Caryatid.
Yep.
3 mana, I will play a Clothis. Okay, yeah. The grind is real.
Yeah. Well, Fail Passage.
Okay.
Guess we just get another. Doesn't matter.
Probably doesn't really matter. You got lots of both.
Yeah. Alright.
Boink.
Alright, and we will Sinister Sabotage that.
Okay.
This rail one. That's. Okay.
You kept on top?
Yep.
Alright. I'll try to make you discard and buy the Clothis.
Alright, I'll discard someone's verdict.
Okay. Good.
Alright. Sure. Play this as a swamp, and go ahead. Or, wait, yeah, I have to do this now.
Wait.
I can't tell which way the hands are doing what.
They're all dark.
Yeah. Alright, let's check this verdict.
Okay. Exile, exile. Did I have anything else in here?
You had a Clothis that I was hoping to tag.
Sure did.
Good.
Alright, just the Caryatids.
Yep.
Alright. Draw. Alright. Let's see if you found another one.
You can.
Oh. Assumed that was what was on top, and I was going to be a little sad, I'm not going to lie. So then I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a land in case that last card was Censor, and then I'm going to Bring to Light for 5.
Okay. The last card was, in fact, not Censor.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Boy, that's a rough card on top. Michael's hand.
I guess I would have had to, actually. I think I had to tap differently. I have the 5 colors, but white, blue. No, I'm good. Green, black, red. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep it on top.
Okay. Good.
Alright. Good.
Draw. Trigger. I'll tag. You don't have any digs, do you?
Nope.
Okay, I'll tag the 3 mana counterspell, one of those.
Alright.
Gain 2. You lose 2. Alright, try to play this.
Yep.
Cast Niv. Trigger.
Alright, well, I think we have to try and leave ourselves an out, so we'll take one for 3.
Okay.
Check. Didn't get there. Yeah.
I'll discard this. I'm gonna draw 5.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Niv. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, baby, we got a good one. Alright, well, now I'm gonna have to discard, so that's a bit of a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have. Okay, and I have not played a land, so I'll play a land.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am going to go to discard, and I'll ditch a Clothes.
Here.
Good.
Well, we're not really playing the kind of rats we need right now, so we're super done.
Womp, womp. Alright, well, I did say I thought that the Moonvale Regent was going to be a bit win more, and to be fair, it might have been there, because the drawing 5 might not have even been necessary on top of the draw 4, but
yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
There's no denying that it was a good card. I don't know if it was necessary to win there, but it was very good.
Also, if I had killed the Moonvale Regent, I would have taken 5 because of the Niv.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forget about the second part on that too. Like I said, definitely very good. Might just need some more games, and we'll see.
Alright.
But
well, that's game 1. We'll see if we can bring it back games 2 and 3.
yeah.
Alright, so matchup's a little tricky. Michael can come at us from a lot of different angles. One thing we know for sure, though, is I think Fatal Push is going to be not very good. I don't think we're going to be able to get a lot of value out of Shark Typhoon just being like a big monocolored permanent that doesn't really gain value the first turn you play it. And then keeping a hand of 2 Shadows Verdict didn't quite get there, so we'll trim 1. I'm actually very scared of the Voice of Resurgences, so we're gonna still keep a couple in the deck, and then in their place, just bringing in some monocolored hate that might actually be good against Michael's 4 and 5 color stuff. And then Go Blank, I don't love it, but I think like in the early game this is going to do the most damage because it might get you to like discard down past where you can have a big developmental turn, and then I just need something that like actually kills dragons.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. He just needs to kill the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my side of it, I mean, the board-ins are pretty easy, right? Mystical Disputes, Thought Seizes, and Voices are all just, like, A-plus cards. I think the board-outs are a little trickier, so what I decided to do, so these 2 are, like, super easy, or these 3, actually, are probably really easy. Yasharn just doesn't do anything here. Shadow's Verdict is obviously awful. Mortify is really bad. There were 2 Dreadbores. I actually left 1 Dreadbore and 1 Assassin's Trophy in, just as a nod to potential Planeswalkers, because John does have to have some way to win the game, whether that be a Shark or a Planeswalker at some point, and so I want to have some answers in the deck. And then Vanishing Verse and Abrupt Decay are, even though those are potential answers, I think that Dreadboard is a little more versatile, because it tags everything, including Scarab Gods or Ashiok. And then Tollswinger came out, even though the card itself is fine, like, it's just expensive, so, eh. Yeah. Oh, and since I'm bringing in more Selesnya cards, I feel more comfortable cutting other Selesnya cards, basically.
Sure.
I don't know if that's the right way to think about it, but that's what I did.
Keeps your balances even for your Nivs.
Exactly, yeah. I didn't want to, and that was also part of the reason I wanted to leave the other Dreadbore in. It's because if I left, 1 red-black spell in there, there's a chance you could find it. But it also is just probably a better one if I'm in the worst-case scenario and have to bring to light for a removal spell.
Right.
That one tagging everything is a little better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see what happens here.
Okay.
On the play, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, hand's a little medium, but I think we have enough early plays to we're okay with this.
Yeah, my hand's very medium. I'm gonna keep it because it has power and some early stuff as well too. So, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Island go.
Island go.
Okay. Plains go.
We're gonna play this as a swamp.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna go to discard.
Okay.
My draw steps have been kind of hilarious, I'm not going to lie. So I will ditch the growth spiral, since we obviously are not going to have additional lands to put into play at this point.
Good.
That's quite humorous. Go ahead.
Good.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, you got it.
Okay, we might have figured something out. Alright, I'm going to crack this.
Yep.
I'm going to get a forest.
Okay.
I'm trying to get myself Blood Moon proof here, so we're
Got it.
4/5 of the way there. I'm going to cast a Sylvan Caryatid with my forest and my plains.
Alright.
The good part about this card is John can't really kill it, so he has to decide if he wants to counter it or just let it be. Like, there's not really a whole lot of in between.
Yeah, I think we are going to try to counter it.
I'm going to dispute.
Me too.
Okay.
Alright, so there's a surveil one. Probably not interested in that right now.
Good.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's amazing. Alright. Sylvan Caryatid.
Sure.
Resolves?
I guess we'll try to gust it.
Dispute.
Yeah, okay.
Go.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the deck says we're gonna do it. Alright, there's it.
Okay.
Dig down. Get a dig.
Okay. Alright. Thoughtseize?
Check.
It's so awkward.
You actually in for taking the Shadow's Verdict?
Might be. No, there's no way I can beat the dig.
Okay.
I just have to take it.
Sure.
And then all expressive.
Sure.
I'll go hand, exile, and play. Go ahead.
Alright, take down Ursa.
Yep.
Well, I think with the outlay of our hand, we're actually in for the Thoughtseize.
That's really brutal.
No test.
Okay.
Alright. I think we're gonna take the Bring to Light.
Okay.
And then we'll cast Go Blink.
Yeah.
I think Michael realizes that he's in a bit of a tough spot right now. Narset's plus basically has no text because of, or Nahiri's plus basically has no text because of Narset.
Mm-hmm. Gosh. Yeah, this Shadow's Verdict isn't doing much, which is part of the problem. Or, sorry, the Shadow Verdict will do a lot if I keep the voice. If I keep this, he just plays around it, and that's fine. If I keep the Nahiri, it just doesn't... I mean, I guess I can just plus it for nothing.
Just like try to get to the ultimate.
Yeah, and just like put a Niv into play. Maybe that's the best. No, because you have a Bloodchief Thirst too.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to your hand.
Yeah, but you just Bloodchief Thirst into Nahiri is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
So I think what that means is we have to try to make a play that lets us be the most mana efficient and hope to rip something this next turn, or I think we just straight up lose the game this next turn. So I think that means I have to keep this and hope to find like a Thoughtseize or something else to, try to fade this Shadow's Verdict for a turn or something. So I think that's where we're at. So I'm going to discard these.
Okay. Go ahead.
As brutal as that is. Okay, go.
Okay. In the interest of being mana efficient, I don't think we necessarily get to be card efficient, but maybe that's okay.
I don't think you need to be card efficient right now. You're up like 5 cards.
Yeah. Alright, we'll Blitz Slayer the voice, and then we'll power word kill the elemental.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to cycle land at a turn.
Sure.
Well, those were 2 pretty good draws. Could you have?
Probably.
Alright. I'll bring the light for 5.
Alright, let's go.
Go.
Yep. Anything else?
Nope, go ahead.
I'll fetch.
Yep. Figure that had to be the last card for him to want to keep a mana up instead of Shadow's Verdict. Otherwise, I think the play could have very easily been Ashiok Bounce or Shadow's Verdict. And regardless, that would have been could have potentially been a really good play. So,
Alright, let's see if we can go all the way with Ashiok.
sure.
Yep. I'm gonna make a nightmare.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 10. Alright. Found 2 cards at least.
Yep.
Got a little scary there for a second. And I'll pass.
Here.
Or wait. Hold on. No, I lied. I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to trophy this. Sorry, I forgot that I had the carry added mana, so I was going to hold the land to dip to the Ashiok, but... Alright.
Alright, there you go.
Good. Please don't kill it. Yep. Exiling my yard was, Oh, never mind. I didn't have a creature in here. The voice is still in there. I was going to say if the voice is in there, that was super relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Okay. Yeah, go to combat.
Sure.
I'm just going to come at you.
Alright. Down 12.
Good.
Yep. Good.
I'll cycle this in.
Sure.
Try to make you discard and get back the voice.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep.
You.
So that's...
Voice.
Yep.
Dragon.
Sure.
Go.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we got a Typhoon Boy, huh? Combat.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll send in with these ones. Shoot again.
Typhoon.
Yep. Making a 6/6.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, pop the Nev.
Yep.
1, 2, 4, go to 2.
Did you draw your card off that?
Go 2. Yep.
No.
Unreal.
Trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, this
discard.
is kind of the tilting thing about these 5-color decks is, like, the top of their deck is so hot, and, like, it's almost like playing against Tron in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4, 5.
Oh,
6.
you actually don't draw anything.
Oh, sure. So, wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would have been the reveals.
Yep.
So I would get this one.
Yep.
Sorry. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, let's see if we can deal with 2 lethal flyers. We cannot.
Okay.
Good game.
Good game. Alright. Was that game 2?
That was game 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, deck that top decks really well, top deck really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of live draws, and when you just rip a bunch of them in a row, like, surprise.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing to know at least the Pioneer is, like, exactly where we left it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel very similar. And obviously we picked decks to kind of emulate that in some way, but
Yeah.
still, it feels sweet.
Alright, everybody, play Niv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate it, but
Yeah.
I agree. Alright.
Alright. Well, that'll be it. Any requests for episodes or decks to try, let us know. Otherwise, probably just going to try a bit more Pioneer. See if there's anything else worth exploring.
Yeah, Modern's really cool right now, but there's not a whole lot of innovation happening.
Right.
So even though I think the gameplay is fantastic, there's not a whole lot of need for more videos of monkeys playing against enchantment sagas. Like,
Yeah.
so
Maybe we'll see them playing together soon.
yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's be us for Collective Effort, signing off.